Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So how about that for an intriguing start? The opening kickoff of the ball game, return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll throw here, hauled in. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Hey, Bronco quick. Unlock right.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
Play action. Stroud now. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that is pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle, because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Now Stroud. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. The Browns send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamar Chase, 67 yards. And the Cowboys will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Browns' drive about to get started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And now another one thrown incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And Charles, ho-hum, another year, another Super Bowl appearance for this head coach. He already holds the all-time record for most Super Bowl titles, and now here he is trying to bring home yet another.
And this guy's thirst for victory, absolutely unquenchable. Every year we think, okay, that's enough. He's going to go ahead and retire and move on and give someone else a chance. But no, he keeps winning, and you keep playing, and you keep adding to your Super Bowl titles. Go ahead, give someone else a shot. Teach them how to play the game a little bit better so maybe they can win a Super Bowl too.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, high. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 22 yards. And the Cowboys are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Browns, nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Stroud. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On second down, a run by Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Stroud to throw it. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Chase Young coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And taken at the 46. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go. Set. Let's go.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, Lockhart. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Cowboys are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Well, partner, time to start thinking about dinner plans after this one. I don't want to write them off first quarter, but my goodness, the offense clicking like this and a 4-score lead.
We are programmed to not get to that stage, right? To not think that way, but you can't help it. They look like sheer perfection right now with those 4 scores this early. Let's see if they can keep it up, and let's see if there's any way possible they can be slowed down.
Yeah, right now, I don't see any signs of them being slowed down. Elliott good with a PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Cleveland offense making their way out. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Ready.
Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Ready, set.
They try the middle with Hyde. reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 66 yards rushing for him now in the opening quarter of this Super Bowl.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. This first quarter, let's just be frank, it's been a disaster so far offensively.
Yeah, already down multiple scores, and it doesn't appear they can get out of their own way right now.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Stroud looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Handoff comes to Hyde. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 73 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll give to Hyde. Breaks the tackle, now at Allen. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Cowboys have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive, 4 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Now here's Stroud. Oh, dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And Stroud now to throw.
And that's incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Three more quarters of football left in this season as we're through one, and we'll be back in a moment with more of Super Bowl 64. The Cowboys out in front early. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow, and I mean, if they can get points.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jamar Chase,
his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Cowboys continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second down and a yard. Achane on the counter. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chase Young, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Chase Young able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start. Got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
Right there, hurt.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McGee. That's caught by Kelly. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call, but as you noted,
a heavy rush, and down he goes. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop it.
a truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And this offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This from 44 yards out, left hash.